love this opening scene because I think that it sets up the entire journey of, are they a family and what does that mean? You see Natasha with this fierce defense of Yelena when she sees that she's upset, so much so that she's going to risk her life to defend her. So, fighting is not the best way to deal with family discourse and disagreement, but they're both trained assassins. So this is the way that they know how to deal with things. They have not been taught how to talk things over. They've been trained from childhood on killing. And so here they are fighting, and though Natasha's a changed woman, she's been with the Avengers, they still have this want to fight their way through things, but you see in Natasha's eyes when she sees that her sister's going to pass out, and probably so is she, and they both could die, that she puts the care of her sister and both of their safety first beyond the want to win, which has been bred into her from childhood. And let's just say it, the fastest way to indoctrinate people is during childhood, when we are the most impressionable and imprintable. Though she's so imprintable and she was trained an assassin, and so is her sister, their love for each other is stronger.
Oh, where are my keys? Suchka.
Any day now.
I love this scene, and I placed it in because I think that it shows those boundaries and consequences of sisterhood, and how she's already rummaged through her things and grabbed the keys to her sister's bike. And this happens all the time, and for some families it's completely infuriating. And not only did she find the keys and Yelena kind of accepts it, she's the one that's driving the bike, and Yelena accepts that her big sister is going to take that, and she's going to take the back seat to her sister. And I think that that's a really cute interplay on their family dynamics.
Where did you think I was all this time?
I thought that you got out and were living a normal life.
You just didn't want your baby sister to tag along whilst you saved the world with the cool kids.
You weren't really my sister.
That is so hurtful. I felt that deep inside me when we're talking about your belief in what is family and how close you are to someone, and to have someone else kind of just stab that knife right in. You weren't my sister. She was completely abandoned in that one statement, and you could see it on her face, that pain of not being accepted. And everyone that has a fear of abandonment, and these are girls that have already been orphaned and then been given into a family and then orphaned again, and her belief in what is true to her was just completely dismissed by Natasha. Now, I don't think that Natasha meant to actually hurt Yelena this much. I think that Natasha is trying to distance herself from this time in her past when she committed all of these atrocities. Then in this moment, Yelena is another casualty, and you could see it on her face.
Why do you guys do that thing?
Do what?
This thing that you do when you whip your hair when you're fighting with the arm and the hair, and you do like a fighting pose. It's a fighting pose. You're a total poser.
I'm not a poser.
Oh, come on. I mean, they're great poses, but it does look like you think everyone's looking at you like...
Okay, I love this scene. I love this scene because that's what family does, right? To everyone else, Black Widow is a hero, a god looked up to, but family are those people that put you back down to the earth and kind of aren't buying the entire mythos that surrounds you. And I love how she kind of mocks her in such a cute way. And it's teasing. It's not harsh. And Natasha takes it in a really cute way. You can see her smiling, but like kind of cringing also at probably the truth of, like, you really don't have to do a three-point landing. Like, it looks really sick. I'm with her. It looks totally sick, but probably not a necessity and probably not that useful. And so I think that the next two scenes also show this interplay of, we tease the people that are close to us and they see us as human and real and don't buy all of the pieces that are around it that everyone else gets.
Such a poser.
So cute. Because again, she calls it out, she gets to see it live, and then she gets to call her out on, like, what in the world are you doing? But little sisters are really impressionable, even when they get older.
Ugh, that was disgusting.
It was disgusting, but she still tried it. She still wanted to do what her sister does. And I think that that's so common in families, that the little brother or sister, the person that they look up to, they're still going to mimic stuff, even if the stuff that they're mimicking is wrong and gross and they shouldn't do it and they're going to get in trouble. And that shows that familial bond, especially at that impressionable age that they both were. Her sister was her protector. And so here she goes trying this, I think, awesome 3-point landing, though she's touching probably a pretty gross floor at the same time.
You know, this is the first piece of clothing I've ever bought for myself.
An army surplus, or?
Okay, it has a lot of pockets. But I use them all the time, and I made some of my own modifications. Well,
Yeah, never. I like your vest.
God, I knew it. I knew you did. It's so cool, right?
It's good.
What could be more familial and sisterly than discussing the clothing that you bought and why it is so cool? And who else do you want to share this with than your sister or your best friend? And this would completely happen because girls love pockets. We love little secret compartments that we can put all kinds of cool stuff and still look awesome at the same time. So these are one of the scenes that was put into the movie just to show how close their bond was. And do you see Yelena's excitement? How excited she was when her sister gave her that affirmation, like Natasha totally hit it out of the park. This is what she was looking for, was that affirmation of, yeah, I really do like this jacket.
I just got out of prison. I have a lot of energy.
Please don't do that. Here's what's gonna happen.
Natasha, don't slouch.
I'm not slouching.
Yes, you are. You're going to
I don't slouch.
Listen to your mouth.
Oh my God, this.
Up.
All right, enough. All of you.
I didn't say anything. That's not fair.
Okay, I think that this shows how close a family they are, even though they only spent 3 years together. Because if they were just role-playing a part, then why would Melina care that Natasha is slouching at all? This doesn't help her become an assassin or not. Why does Yelena get so offended that she's been lumped in with everyone else, even though she did completely nothing? She was innocent of this. And you see Alexei say, listen to your mom, that sweet touch to her shoulder, please respect her. And the biggest part to it is that we teach people how to treat us. So Natasha fell right into the daughter role effortlessly. And they're all equals. They're all adults now. And if this wasn't a true family dynamic, they would be acting like adults with each other without correcting things. You should not be correcting people that are not your close family. A parent's job is to not protect your child from life, but prepare them for it.
You have done nothing but tell me how bored you were. I was the chore, the job you didn't want to do. To me, you were everything. Exactly. You don't care. You don't care. The only thing you care about are your stupid glory days as the Crimson Dynamo, and no one wants to hear about it.
It's the Red Guardian.
Get out.
Okay, so when we talk about confronting someone that has hurt you, this is always the fear, is that they're not going to get it. Sometimes when we care about people and we realize that we have hurt them, it's so hard to be able to carry that we deflect and we defend and we miss the bucket that Yelena is hoping for. What she wants to hear is, I loved you, you mattered to me. This was not just a job. You were more than a job to me.
Maya mama kaya sister. I should have come back for you.
You don't have to say that. It's okay.
It was real to me too.
I love this scene, probably too much, but I think that this in Natasha's journey, one is that it shows that she was allowed to take the good parts of this part of her life and separate it from the bad parts, and she doesn't have to throw all of it away. And for Yelena, this is what she's been hoping for, that this was real, and real to the closest person, the person that it mattered to more than anything else. And when Natasha says, it was real to me too, you see her face and the emotion in it and how that was what she was hoping for. And then that forehead leaning that they both do with each other, that really loving closeness of this is healing.
You got something to say?
I just messed it up.
I think that this is a really poignant moment. One is that the dad finally realizes it, that the things that he says probably are not the things that he should be saying, but he was able to show it in actions with that hand-holding, how close they are, and they're a family.
Okay, well, if you're leaving, then I guess you should take this. I know how much you like it.
Shucks. Does have a lot of pockets.
Very handy pockets, yeah.
I love that. I think that's a beautiful part to kind of end their journey with. Her giving her jacket that she loves so much. That was one of the first things that she bought, that she's made her own special changes to, and she gives it to her sister in a show of love and bonding. And then Natasha does the how it is pretty nice jacket. And this is the showing of, yes, they really were a family. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe and watch some more videos. If there's something that you would love for me to do a video on, let me know.